welcome to my kitchen. I'm Leanne with Epicure and I'm so excited to be here with you tonight. This is another super fun grillin' and chillin' summer cooking class with Epicure, and we have a couple of brand new consultants joining me in this event this evening, Angela and Sarah, and their hosts Doreen and Cindy, and all of their guests. So hi everybody, I'm so glad you're able to join us. So for those of you who aren't familiar with what Epicure is, let me share just a little bit of info with you. Epicure is a 100% Canadian company. We are based in beautiful Victoria, BC. I've been with them for 20 years now, and our specialty is helping you get dinner on the table from raw to ready in 20 minutes or less. We carry gorgeous seasoning blends, herbs and spices, meal solutions, which are in specific packages that make the exact dish that's shown on the package, and time-saving cookware to help you make fast, delicious meals. Because we know that we're all trying to eat a little bit healthier, but it's got to be quick and easy, right? And for many of us right now, we're cooking on a budget as well. So it needs to be budget-friendly, family-friendly, and we are going to tick all of those boxes for you. A lot of the suggestions I'm going to make along the way tonight are going to help you save money on your weekly groceries. And I want you to know what makes us so unique compared to the usual supermarket products. Everything from Epicure is 100% gluten-free, peanut-free, tree nut-free. We have no artificial coloring, flavorings, fillers, or preservatives, and no added MSG, and we are also sodium and sugar conscious. Many of our products, as a matter of fact, are completely salt-free, and the vast majority of our items are under 5% sodium. So we have something for everyone. So what we're doing tonight is an online cooking class. Normally, what we do as an Epicure consultant is go right into the homes of our hosts, and together, you and I and your friends, we'd wash our hands, roll up our sleeves, and get cooking together. And then everybody gets to sample a little mini portion of the meal that we make together. But of course, right now in the current environment, with all the social distancing we're required to maintain, that's not really a working model. So for everyone's safety, we are offering our cooking classes right here online. So you can relax on your couch, maybe you enjoy a cold beverage, you may or may not have your PJs on, and tune in to check out what Epicure is all about. It's kind of like the Food Network, but you get me and Epicure products instead. So we've recently expanded into the US as well, so now all of our Canadian and American friends have access to our incredible Epicure products. So for those of you watching who are connected to a host or a consultant this evening, if you see something you love, by all means reach out to them right away and order up your favorites so you can enjoy it in your kitchen as well. If you're one of my friends or customers, keep an eye. If anything tickles your fancy, you know how to reach me, and I'm always thrilled to hear from you. So without further ado, we are going to get cooking. It's been a warm, humid day here, and I know my friends now in the southern states are going to giggle when I say that, because if they were here with me, they'd probably still need a little sweater today. But for me, it is warm. So I'm really, really grateful that what we're cooking tonight is a perfect example of showing you how to keep your kitchen cool during the hot and humid summers. So we're going to start with a lovely cold drink. And we are making a summer berry limeade tonight. So in my mason jar, I've filled it with ice and I've rimmed it with our summer berry sweet dip. Now normally, using the recipe on the side of the jar, we actually mix this into plain Greek yogurt and use it as a substitute for prepared yogurts from the grocery store. If you've ever read the ingredient list on those yogurts, there's a couple of things there you might not be so pleased to find. Number one, most of them are made with artificial ingredients. Like for example, the vast majority of strawberry yogurts that you ever buy at the supermarket, there's never been a strawberry ever near it. It's all artificial flavoring and coloring. And also, for many of the little individually portioned yogurts, some of those can have as much sugar in them, up to 13 grams of sugar, as a Kit Kat bar. I know, we choose the yogurt thinking it's healthier, but really you could have eaten the chocolate bar for the same amount of sugar. It's a little bit crazy. And then others are filled with artificial sweeteners. So some of us are trying to avoid those artificial products. So with our sweet dips, we've got summer berry and chocolate truffle. So you flavor your own yogurt however you might like. It's also incredible as an ingredient in your smoothies, your pancakes, your waffles, muffin batter. There's even a recipe here for ice pops. So if you'd like to make healthier ice pops for the family this summer, this is an amazing option. So what I did with summer berry today is I put equal amounts, so about a quarter cup of summer berry and just over a quarter cup of hot water in my cruet. And this is a fabulous little jar with measurements right on the side that typically we use for our salad dressings. This is how we shake, serve, and store all of our salad dressings at Epicure. But today, I made that simple syrup using the summer berry, and you can see that beautiful, deep, rich color. It smells amazing. So to my jar here of my ice cubes rimmed with the summer berry, I'm gonna add a little bit of that syrup. That looks good. And then we are making a grown-up version of this tonight. So I am going to add some lime vodka, just a little splash. There we go. I'm going to add the juice of a lime. The limes weren't super impressive at my supermarket tonight, so I'm crossing my fingers that this one will be good. We're going to cut it open with our handy dandy ceramic knife, which is another cookware item that I adore from Epicure. It has a beautiful ergonomic velveted handle, so it's very comfy to hold, and if my hand was wet, it's not going to slip. And it's got a ceramic blade, which is actually sharper and stronger than stainless steel. It's black, so it's not going to discolor if I use this to cut up berries. And it's actually really fantastic for fruits that oxidize, like bananas or apples or avocado. It helps keep them looking fresher longer. And I love using it for meal prep if I want to clean a whole head of lettuce all at once. Maybe like a romaine, and sliver it and put it into a big bowl or Ziploc freezer bags in my fridge to use through the week, because my lettuce won't discolor if I use my ceramic knife. Now it is super sharp and it comes with a safety guard. So I always like to make sure if I'm not using it, I put the safety guard right back on. So we have our half a lime here, and this brings us to this little tool right here. It's called our 2-in-1 citrus press. And it's been such a favorite. If I had a large lemon, we'd put the lemon half right in here. We have our lime that's much smaller, so we're going to use this half for the lime. And it kind of looks like you'd want to put the lime in like that. But actually, we're going to flip it right around so that the curved side is up, because this dome is going to turn that lime half completely inside out and help us to get every drop of juice out of that lime. So I am barely touching it, and you can see how the juice is just pouring out. So I absolutely love our citrus press. Fresh citrus adds such a bright, vibrant flavor to your meals. It's amazing if you love cocktails in the summertime. Switch from using those pre-sweetened sweet and sour mixes and use fresh citrus instead. And you will not believe the difference. Your taste buds will thank you. So far we have our syrup, we have our vodka, we have our lime juice, and I'm just going to top that off with a little bit of soda. Now you can go soda water, you can go sparkling water, whatever you might like. I just happen to have a little bit of a lemon lime pop here, so I'm going to top that up. You could add a slice of lime for a garnish. So let's see if our lime will cooperate. It's just a teeny tiny little lime. I don't know if I can get a slice out of it here for us this evening. That's what happens when you live in the Maritimes. Sometimes your citrus is not what you hoped it would be. Here we go. There. How does that look? Can't you imagine yourself relaxing on the deck this summer, enjoying a summer berry limeade? I know I sure could. Let's give it a try. Oh my goodness. That, as me and my friends would say, is very Moorish. Really, really good. So you may see me sipping on that as we go through our cooking here tonight. So that's our beverage. So for dinner tonight, we are shining the spotlight on a specific collection from Epicure and a specific grouping of cookware. People often ask me, I'm new to Epicure, Leanne, I really don't have a lot in my cupboard. What would you recommend? Where do you start? There's so many things to choose from. And they're absolutely right. There are so many amazing things to choose from in our catalog. And though I direct them right away to our Summer Strong collection. We only have this in the summer season, and it is 10 summer products. Many of them brand new. Most of our clients have never seen them before. And then a couple of returning summer favorites. And it comes with a gorgeous, gorgeous recipe brochure. And in this brochure, not only do you have 16 delicious recipes, but if you've been struggling with meal planning or meal prepping, we've taken all the guesswork out of that for you. The meal planning guide is in the front. We've even got the grocery list broken down for you. And it's just really ordinary, normal, budget-friendly groceries. So there's amazing recipes in here, so many to choose from, 3 different variations of burgers if you want to put a little twist on there. The most incredible potato salad. We've been enjoying that one a lot. So amazing, amazing recipes. Gosh, the BLT chicken salad's been a big favorite. The lettuce wraps, so many to choose from. So there's 16 recipes in the guide that comes with the Summer Strong set. And then our little elves at home office went back to the drawing board. Because this set is so popular, they actually developed an additional batch of recipes that use all of the products that come in that set. And it's available online. Your consultant would be thrilled to share it with you. I'm thrilled to share it with my customers and friends as well. Just let me know you want a copy. I'll send it to you or send you the link. And it is, again, a meal planning guide for an entire month. So if you pick up the Summer Strong collection, meals are done for a month. And by the time you get to the very end, you could start all over again. So we're really all about making it simple, simple, simple for you this summer. So the Summer Strong collection is where we're shining the spotlight for you today. And we are also featuring our silicone cookware. These are amazing. And I have a bit of a confession to make. I'm a really old-fashioned scratch cook. That's how I learned to cook. I grew up in a really, really tiny town. We didn't have a lot of restaurants, a lot of takeout options, so we cooked at home. And I love the conversations that we have with my family around the table, and that's what I want to bring back to everybody, to help us gather around the table, enjoying delicious real food, and making it together, right? And it doesn't have to take a long time. So, in order to help that along, we have incredible time-saving pieces of cookware. So the other piece that I really recommend folks pick up immediately, like run and let your consultant know if you don't have one of these already. It's called the multi-purpose steamer, but a lot of people have started joking and calling it the Purple People Feeder because this is amazing. The multi-purpose steamer, of course, you've probably guessed, is great for steaming veggies in the microwave. But you can branch out from veggies, and we have lots of charts and recipe brochures and things to help you with that, with suggestions and guidelines. So it is incredible for grains like rice or quinoa or pasta. You can do frittatas in here. You can do your proteins. I do my ground meats in this steamer in about 5 minutes. Can you imagine? Taco night, all of a sudden your ground beef for tacos is done in 5 minutes. So instead of standing over a hot stove this summer on Taco Tuesday, you can pop it all into the steamer in the microwave and have it ready to go in less than 5 minutes. It's fantastic for chicken. I love it for seafood like salmon or whitefish or shrimp. And it comes with an insert like this. So you can actually do double-decker cooking in your steamer. So if you wanted to load up the bottom with salmon and sprinkle it maybe with a little of our lemon dill seasoning, pop in the tray. There's still enough room for an entire head of broccoli or cauliflower. And that salmon and the veg happen to cook in about 4 minutes each. So in 4 minutes, you could have a gorgeous meal on your table. No steamy kitchen. Isn't that amazing? I even love it for bacon. You can put a ½ pound of bacon on your tray inside the steamer with the lid on, and in 4 to 5 minutes, you've got beautiful, crisp bacon. And then it's so easy to pour away the oil because silicone is flexible, right? So you just bend your steamer and drain off the oil. So tonight, we've used it for rice. And I've seasoned our rice. It's just regular old long grain rice. And I've seasoned it with some of our chicken broth and a little dash of sesame ginger salad dressing because we're doing an Asian themed meal. So it gives it a beautiful flavor. Nothing sticks, as I'm sure you can see the bottom of my steamer here. It's absolutely fantastic. Smells amazing. So for any households that have been buying pre-seasoned packages of rice, there's a couple of different brands out there, but really it's just cooked rice with seasonings and you're reheating it at home. You can do the same sort of idea in your steamer using your Epicure spices, and that way you control the salt, you control the sugar, you decide the flavor, anything that you like, and your rice is done in about 11 to 12 minutes. So an absolute game changer in your kitchen. Absolutely adore our steamers. So I've got our rice cooked, ready to go. And then our vegetable tonight, I think I'm gonna have a little bit more of that cocktail. My goodness, that's yummy. And I'm not much of a drinker, so sometimes it's tough to please me when it comes to a cocktail. That is divine. The veg that we're gonna go with tonight, I've cooked in our small steamer, just to give you the example. Normally when I'm cooking for the family of 6, I use my large steamer and fill it right up. And we are having corn on the cob. Now, prior to having my Epicure steamers, I did corn in a really traditional way. I had a big pot of boiling water. I would put my corn in with the husk cleaned off and let it boil. Now, to clean that corn meant I would take it out onto my deck to clean. And for some reason, no matter how tidy I was, I would end up with corn silk stuck to everything. Hands up, who is driven batty by corn silk? It drives me crazy. It sticks to everything. It's stuck to the bottoms of my feet. I'll find it the next day somewhere else in the house. Corn silk, not my friend. So when we discovered this method of cooking the corn in the steamers, I was over the moon excited. So I just simply snapped off my corn at the very base, so it's cool enough to touch now. Snapped off the stem at the very base, and then popped it into the steamer. You can fit about 5 or 6 into the large steamer like this. And it cooks so quickly. If you've got a really big family, or everybody eats a couple of ears of corn, by the time they're eating the first batch, you can throw the second batch in. And the second batch is ready to eat before they're done. So to get rid of this corn silk here, we're just gonna feel, I hope you can see, just gonna feel for the very end of the corn cob. And take our ceramic knife and cut the end off. I'll throw that back in the steamer just to keep it tidy here. And then we are simply going to take the top of the corn where the silk and everything is, give it a little wiggle. Let's move it in here so you can see. I've got a stubborn ear of corn here tonight. Oh, that's because it didn't cut off enough. So we're just gonna cut off the end. I've still got a little bit of stalk here at the end. That's what's happening. There we go, cut off the end, give it a little wiggle, and that whole section of silk comes right off. There it is. I'm impatient because I want to show you right away. So there, absolutely perfect. Look, is that not the cleanest ear of corn you've ever seen? I dare you to find corn silk on there. And so all that yucky silk is right here, neat and tidy, ready for the compost. So the corn is beautifully cooked. That's going to be our veggie tonight. I'm just gonna, there we go. And so the main part of our dinner are teriyaki chicken kebabs. Now these are one of the bonus recipes that's available on the website that goes with the Summer Strong collection. So all we did to make the chicken kebabs is we followed the recipe, cubed up some boneless, skinless chicken breasts and veggies, and then using the teriyaki glaze that came in that set, it just suggests right on the side to mix up 2 tablespoons of the glaze right out of the jar with 2 tablespoons of oil, and then drizzle that all over the skewers. Or you can do it on the chicken cubes and veggie cubes and then put it on. I don't like to get my hands all dirty, so I put everything on the skewer first, and then I add the teriyaki for the marinade. So this is just a beautiful spice blend in here, to which we've added a little bit of organic cane sugar. And so when that's on the grill, it actually melts and caramelizes onto everything it's on, whether it be a protein or a veggie. And it's got those classic teriyaki flavors of soy, ginger, sesame. It's absolutely fantastic. So that's how we've prepped our skewers tonight, and we're going to drizzle them with the teriyaki sauce. So to make the sauce, we're going to finish that together right now. So here's another one of those fabulous little cruets. Again, that little mixing jar that has the measurements right on the side. And I've already followed the recipe and added 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and a splash of oil inside. And then we are going to grab our funnel. These 2 items kind of go hand in hand because the funnel is amazing for helping you get everything in the jar really neat and tidy. So if you're like me, you don't want to spend extra time cleaning up, right? So 2 tablespoons of our dry glaze is going to go right into that jar. So I'm using our handy dandy 4-in-1 measuring spoon. All the spoon sizes fit right into the jar. So there's a tablespoon, a teaspoon, half teaspoon, and a quarter. And now the sad news is that the 4-in-1 spoon is not available right now. However, if you're watching this and your friend is hosting and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I need to get my hands on one of these spoons, would I suggest to you, book your own cooking class. We reward our hosts so generously at Epicure. Usually there's a free shopping spree, there's half price items, you have access to an exclusive discounted host special. So that's an amazing way when you hold your future class to pick up items that might not be available right now or ask to go on the maybe later list because our goodies are coming back just as quickly as we can get them back to you. So there is our teriyaki. We're going to give that a shake, and our teriyaki sauce is done. So you never ever have to buy jars of sauce at the supermarket ever again. You can make it at home in seconds, and then you know exactly what's inside. So if your family has allergies or there's certain products that you prefer to use, like maybe aminos, Bragg's aminos, coconut aminos, instead of the soy you can use a low sodium soy, a gluten-free, like a tamari, right? I love that you can customize because the Epicure is so versatile. So you use the other ingredients that your family really likes. So there's our teriyaki sauce ready to go. And what do we want to look at next? We talked about, oh yes, okay. So here we have our beautiful skewers that are all done. So if you can see them here. So these were grilled about 3 minutes per side. And I know what I wanted to show you is the skewer itself. This is part of the host reward set this month. We have an amazing host reward collection in June and then on through July. One of the items is the non-slip cutting board right here, and it has little silicone feet on both sides, so it's super heavy duty and sturdy and never slides around on your countertop. Absolutely adore the cutting board. And the spice in that collection is our Montreal steak spice. So it is such a classic blend, a real favorite. And the Montreal steak spice from Epicure has all those flavors that we all know and love in a steak spice. So big, bold flavors of garlic, onion, black pepper, beautiful beef, pork. You can even mix it up and put it on a fried egg. Throw it into your Caesars or use it as a Caesar rimmer. It's so, so versatile. And though what I want to point out about Epicure's Montreal steak spice is ours is 3% sodium. And you would never miss it in the flavor. It has such an incredible taste. The average Montreal steak spice from the supermarket starts at around 25% sodium. Can you imagine? 25%. So we've kept ours 3% and it's amazing. It's one of those products that as it gets through the summer, moving into August before our stock runs low, I actually stock up for our family because we use it on everything all winter long. Anytime I do a beef roast, a beef stew, a soup, I add a little bit of Montreal steak spice in there. So I encourage you, if that sounds like something your family might enjoy, you'll definitely want to pick one up. So let's take a closer look at the skewers. These are the other component in the host special right now. There's a set of 6. They look a tiny bit different than this in that the ones in the host pack have a little square piece that you can use at the end to keep things from falling off your skewer. So it's even new and improved, but the basic features of the skewer are exactly the same, and that's what I want to share because my family adores food on sticks. There's a couple reasons why, and I'll share them with you. So right off the bat, these are stainless steel, so you don't have to soak them or do any special preparation like you would if you're using a wooden skewer. If you've ever been frustrated by using a bamboo skewer and they've caught on fire on the grill, or foods have fallen off, or they just spin round and round in circles, this beautiful, flat, heavy stainless steel skewer eliminates all those challenges. It's really pointy on the end, so it easily pierces your meats and your veggies. Super easy to turn because you can just grab this nice sturdy part with your tongs to turn your skewers. I actually have 3 to 4 sets of these in my kitchen because, as I said, my family loves food on sticks. So what I love about it is it helps you get dinner on the table super fast. This boneless, skinless chicken breast with the peppers and red onions cooked on the grill in about 6 minutes. If I put a whole chicken breast on there, let's imagine just a classic chicken breast, the full-size breast with sauce on it, that's easily a 20-25 minute cook on there. So if you're about quick and easy and getting dinner into everyone in a flash, cut things into smaller pieces and put them on a skewer. When my kids were smaller, I had a couple of fussy eaters, and I found if I made food a little more fun and put it on a stick, and there was something to dip in, or a sauce to drizzle, or a little dollop of a sauce on their plate to swoosh through, they would eat their dinner because it was interactive and kept them engaged. And food on sticks, you can't go wrong. So I adore it. So these are our teriyaki skewers, and I had brought them in from the grill on my sheet pan. Now, this is our large sheet pan, but what I really want to shine the spotlight on are these little liners here. We have brand new sheet pans that come in a set of 2. They look like this, but they are this size, and this is the liner for those mini sheet pans. And I have got to share with you, they are phenomenal. They are flying off the shelves. Our clients adore them. They fit in a large toaster oven. They'll fit in a regular oven. You can use them for personal pizzas. They're just incredible. And I love using the sheet pans as trays for the grill because they are so sturdy. Like oftentimes a platter will have a curved edge and the food slides around a little bit because it's not sitting flat. So that challenge is eliminated when you use a sheet pan and a liner. And let's imagine I put raw chicken on the silicone liner. Well, instead of washing the whole tray before you can put the cooked protein back on, you could just pull the liner off, throw it in the dishwasher, and you're ready to go. Then you can put your cooked products right onto the tray. So I love how super sturdy these are. So we are ready to serve up our dinner. We've got everything prepped and ready to go. So let's grab our plate. We're going to want some of that delicious seasoned rice. So as I said, that's the chicken broth and the sesame ginger. So the rice does in your microwave in about 11 to 12 minutes. So again, no boiling pot of water on your stove. We've got our corn that cooked up really quick and easy right here. And then we'll grab one of our skewers, or maybe a couple, because this is actually one chicken breast. So it's a really great way to stretch things as well. If you had more veggies, you can even add more and have them even more colorful. And then you want to come in with that prepared teriyaki sauce and give it a little drizzle right here. So just a quick little drizzle right over the skewers themselves. You might want to go in on that rice and just give it a little swish. Oh my goodness, I wish you were here because it smells amazing. So really what we have here is rice, chicken, onions, and peppers with a little bit of corn. So anybody can put together this dinner. It is so quick and easy. So what I want to show you is another thing you can add to this from the Summer Strong collection to just send this corn right over the top. We have a product at Epicure that is an incredible favorite. It's a newer product and it's 100% vegan. And it's called Better Than Bacon. So this is actually made from pinto beans. And it tastes exactly like bacon. It is mind-blowing. I've been sprinkling this over Caesar salad and eggs and potato salad all season long. This is probably the 4th jar my family has gone through. So you'll see it's in big flakes. It might not stick to the corn quite so well that way. So we actually sell ceramic grinders. We sell them separately and they fit on our round jars. So you can actually put a grinder top on the Better Than Bacon, and now you can grind your Better Than Bacon, fine, medium, or coarse, all over your dinner. So just imagine corn on the cob, maybe a little hint of melted butter, and all the goodness and flavor of delicious vegan bacon. So there is our dinner. We've got our gorgeous skewers, we've got our rice, we've got our corn. And when you check out this recipe online, we don't just stop there. Remember I said the guide helps you with meal planning and meal prepping? We always have extra helping hints for you on many of our recipe sheets. So the one that we share with this dinner is if you're cooking this dinner, why not prep a little extra? So instead of making enough skewers for one meal, double it and then use that for meal prepping. So what I've got here, this is our 4-in-1 prep bowl. They're amazing, amazing bowls that are heat resistant, chill resistant. They come with a fantastic silicone lid that fits on super tight. So you don't need saran wrap or tin foil or anything like that. So it seals right on the bowl. If this was liquid, I could actually turn it right upside down and it's not going to leak. So I love to do meal prep. If I've cooked once, I'd love to eat 2 or 3 times from that. So maybe you're back at work at your regular day job, maybe you never left, or if you're like me and working from home, I really don't want to stop my day for an hour, hour and a half, midday to make a meal. So I love to have, they're like a planned leftover, but we call it meal prep, right? It sounds much more appealing. So here in our 4-cup bowl, I have a portion of the delicious rice we made. I've got some slivered snap peas, one of my favorite summer veggies. I have some cherry tomatoes, and we're going to come in with that other skewer. I've got 3 skewers, and if we were meal prepping, I'm just going to slide the chicken and the veggies right into that bowl and drizzle it with a little bit of our teriyaki sauce. And now, for all the folks who are so tired of eating a ham sandwich at your desk, or maybe grabbing a bagel and a coffee, instead you could look forward to this gorgeous teriyaki chicken and rice bowl. So really, it's like a fancy salad, but it's got everything you need in there. It has your protein, your veggies, your healthy carbs. Just look at that. So tonight we made our skewers, rice, and corn, and then we have our meal prep bowl as well with that gorgeous teriyaki chicken, and we've highlighted all the goodies that come from the Summer Strong kit, and there's even more to see there, so amazing recipes. So what I want to share with you is if you enjoyed what you saw here tonight, I really encourage you to connect with the consultant who invited you or to connect with the host who invited you and consider hosting your own cooking class, because so many of us are looking for new ideas. We're kind of tired of eating the same supper all the time. Even those of us who are comfortable cooking, we kind of get in a groove and make the same 10 or 15 meals all the time. So it's really nice to have some ideas on how to put a little twist on things. Or maybe you're in the camp where it's really tough for you to find foods that your family can enjoy because you need gluten-free specifically, or you need nut-free or peanut-free, low salt, low sugar, and we've got the goodies to help you there as well. Or maybe you don't enjoy cooking. We can actually simplify your whole world when it comes to the kitchen. right from the grocery shopping, the meal planning, the meal prepping, and the enjoyment of it. So we're here to help. We're thrilled to partner with you to hold really fun interactive cooking classes. And if you've watched what I've done and thought, oh my gosh, I can't believe that she's been on here talking to us online, it's like on TV, how does she do that? Well, it's a lot of practice. And though I've done many cooking classes, I've done about 100 live cooking classes in people's homes for more than 20 years. So what I want to share with you is the whole reason why there are new consultants joining me is so they can watch what I do. They are learning while they're earning tonight. They have hosted the group, and their hosts and their guests have the opportunity to shop for delicious Epicure products and stock their pantries. The hosts are going to receive some fantastic rewards with bonuses for helping brand new consultants start their business. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, she's going to get paid for making dinner, we sure do. And if that sounds like fun to you, I encourage you to reach out again to the consultant you're connected with, or to reach out for me. I can link you up with the right person, or I'd be happy to share info with you if you're one of my connections on what it's like to be an Epicure consultant. And you never know, it might be something that might be the perfect fit for you as well. So we are going to go enjoy our delicious dinner, and I think I'm definitely going to finish this amazing cocktail. So I really want to thank you for joining us tonight, be part of our Epicure community, and I really hope that we get a chance to connect together in my kitchen soon. Good night.